the halftime feel to kick it off, so cool.
Oh man, what am I gonna pick for number 3 here?
This is the best Band Maid song ever.
Okay.
Everything in this song is terrific.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me I have my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hey.
And today we have a special guest, and it is Mr. Reed, who goes by BandMaidFanATL. Is that right? Is that your Discord?
That is correct, Poe. That is correct, Poe.
All right. So, and would you, I know you're a pretty hardcore. I don't know if you would consider yourself a super fan like some of the other people you mentioned, but you are a pretty hardcore Band Maid fan. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Japanese rock bands, especially female rock bands, were so good, and we enjoyed so much. A lot of the fan base right now, from what I hear, is we felt empty for 20 years, and now we've been filled up. And not only with Band Maid, but bands like Nemophil, Asterism, Love Bites, a lot of those bands, and it's just interesting. For lack of a better term, that it's females and that it is from the Far East. But yeah.
Sure. Well, thanks for joining, Rita. We will be reviewing this album right here, so if I can get it in the camera. All right. This album, Conqueror, which I do have on CD here. Track by track, that's what we're doing. So Mark and I have never heard this album except... before getting ready, preparing for this episode. If it's your first time, the way Mark and I do this is something we never heard before. And we like to take it pretty serious. So we give it at least a few listens. I personally give about 4 listens. We take notes and we give our honest thoughts and review about each song. And it's a pseudo reaction, but it's not a first time reaction, but it is really the first time we're experiencing this album. We'll let you know what we thought about it. Reed, do you mind if we just kick off the first song?
No, go for it.
All right, here we go. I'm going to play a clip from Page.
Don't wanna look there and look to the clouds. Don't forget to love yourself.
Gentlemen, that was a clip from Page. So if you are new, we don't play every song because this episode would take like 2 hours if we did. But we do play clips, so to reference what we already have heard and taken notes for. So, Reed, this is going to be you. Mark and I are going to go first, and then you just chime in with your thoughts and about the songs. Cool? Mark, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? Yeah. Leave it up to you, sir.
You go first.
All right, fair enough. All right. Here's my honest thoughts about this. When I first put on the record, I said, starting with a pop style ballad.
I said the same thing.
So different than the other Band Maid records we've heard so far.
Yep.
That it was like a little... I just didn't know what to think at first. I actually thought, to be honest with you, I mean, I had the CD, right? I'm like, is it It's I thought maybe it was, I don't know. Someone's wrong with my CD. Maybe it skipped the first song or something, right? Anyway.
Welcome to Band Maid. Welcome to Band Maid. Expect the unexpected.
Right. So, I mean, that's just aside from what I thought about the song itself. I'm just talking about the fact that the song opened with this style of a song. But I'll get to the song, my thoughts about the song. This song is a really nice, I would call it, it's definitely a ballad, right? It opens with the chorus, which on this channel, we've been doing a lot of videos and a deep dive, not only into Band Maid, but another group called ABBA, which was totally new to Mark and I.
And Lord, new to y'all? Not new to me.
Well, I mean, we had heard one or two songs, but as like a true musical force, we weren't that familiar. So one of the techniques that I learned that they really used heavily was starting a song with the chorus, actually. So at this, I was like, wow. So the first note I had was, okay, I'm not saying they're the first ones to ever do it, but that was a bit of a staple of their sound. So I said, okay, it's got this ABBA style coming in right with the chorus, letting you know up front, hey, we got a really strong chorus and we want you to know what it is right off the bat. All right. So that's one. So I thought the chorus was very strong in this. Of course, Misa's bass, right? It's good in every song, but the second pre-chorus, I took a note here. The bass work is really fantastic in that. And I said that, to date, we have heard, like the Just Bring It album had a lot of kind of pop punk influences in it, we thought.
Right.
And this one was one of the most straight ahead, like pop style ballads that I've heard from Band Maid to this point, I would say. And I did like it because I like ballads and I like this kind of stuff. So for me, it was right up my alley. And I thought the acoustic guitar was really nice in this song as well. So yeah, it was one I liked. And then lyrically, it seems to have a really positive message. What I'm doing, guys, is I don't know if I have the total correct translation for lyrics, but what I do is I take the lyrics from Japanese, I put them in the AI and it tells me what it means in English and I just go with that. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. And this is what I got out of this is maybe about, like your life is like a book where you can always turn a new page, even if like you're having a hard time or maybe you're going through something, you can start again, right? Don't get stuck in. That's what I was getting out of the lyrics. But yeah, Mark, what'd you think about this song?
Really threw me for a loop starting the album off with a ballad. I mean, like, it's just so uncharacteristic of them.
Yeah. Surprise. Big surprise. Yeah.
It was a big surprise. But, I mean, that being said, it's still a great song.
Yeah.
It's got the usual, like, the Band Maid, like, kind of like slow start, build up, tempo change, pretty formulaic, I think, for them. I did hear Misa's bass, but I felt it was kind of low in the mix a little bit on this song. I don't know.
Okay.
Not really much of the whole album, but kind of just song in general. Because that's what I'm listening for when I listen to these albums.
Okay, you listen always for Misa, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm a Misa stan. What can I say?
All right, yeah, we're on this channel.
You're definitely not the only one.
Okay,
I figured as much. Yeah, like the vocals are great. I mean, I could hear both girls in the song. The only thing is, it just threw me off hearing this because like I did the same thing. I did like a double take. I was like, did I like hit track 2 by accident or like track 3?
Yeah, that's the same thought I had. Yeah, Reed, what do you think about this one?
Well, a little bit of background. This is their, I think, fifth offering, we'll call it. Their first couple were what they call mini albums, basically 8-song LPs. Yeah. And then they had actually 6, I think. Then they had 2 more full albums. Y'all have done World Domination. That was the album right before this. And you have done Unseen World.
Yes.
Right. Which was right after this. Band Maid, their first album was extremely pop. And the reason is because Miku, the rhythm guitarist, one with the red rose, She was actually she actually founded the band, and she won an idol competition and was part of a three-piece idol band at the very beginning before
Okay.
Band Maid in the early 2010s. And after about a year, she said, "This is not for me. I want to do something different." She
Sure.
pitched this idea of the juxtaposition of the Maid aesthetic versus the hard rock, and said, "I think this would be a good, something that might catch on." And the label bit and said, "Go for it." Um, and the band initially was a four-piece band, um, with Miko's lead guitarist, and they brought Psyche in later as an additional lead vocalist, and she ended up becoming pretty quickly the main lead vocalist, because Konami, who composes most of the music now, um, was more of the hard rock ilk. Um, and they really, from their second album on, second, third, and fourth album, and Just Bring It, I think you saw, that was a pretty hard album, for the most part. They came out with a single in between World Domination and Conqueror that was by far probably their most poppy song ever, called Start Over.
Okay.
And it really threw everybody for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I know Mark will appreciate this, during that year between their releasing World Domination and Conqueror, they came out with Band Maiko. So they spent 2018 kind of playing with a bunch of ideas. So the fact that they started off this album with a really kind of ballady kind of song was not terribly surprising for people who were following Band Maid, but it was still kind of a shock, because everybody had gotten used to them going this hard rock vein, and all of a sudden their first song on their album, after Starter came, with pop, like, okay, are they going back to pop, or are they gonna go Band Maiko version and completely flip everything upside down?
Right.
And Band Maid tends to do that. Band Maid tends to throw stuff at you that you're not expecting. Now, from what I've read, this song was conceptualized initially by Konami, who is the lead guitarist, and the main composer, as a song that could be played at weddings. So
I see.
it kind of makes sense that the song sounds the way it does. But you're right. It does kind of throw you for a loop. But Band Maid, through their entire career, has kind of done that. They've kind of thrown convention to the wind and said, we trust our fans. We trust the people who like our music. And if they like it, they like it. We'll continue doing it. If they don't, then we'll do something else. And they're talented enough to do that.
Sure. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that, background. That definitely helps set the stage for the rest of the record. So, Mark, I think you can go next on the first one. Sorry, you can go first. Excuse me, it's getting late. You can go first on the next one, Mark. And the next one is called Glory. Yes.
Yeah.
Glory. All right. Well, it's bringing up a video. Okay. I'll play a clip from this.
Okay.
Look at that. I've never seen this video, so it's actually, this is a reaction, actually. What is yours?
Nice.
Cold in there, cold in there.
was a clip from Glory. Maybe another time, Mark, where you can watch the whole video. So, what did you think of this song?
See, now this is a song I could see them starting out the album with. I feel like
Sure.
I feel like somebody when they were making the album, they like flipped the tracks or something. I don't know. It's just uncharacteristic of what we listened to so far. Maybe they just tried to switch it up. I don't know. You know, who knows?
They just say, you know, keep on your toes, Mark. They're trying to keep you specifically on your toes.
Oh, me specifically?
Yes, yeah, they're like, look out for that guy.
They're like, oh, Marcus-san, you have to keep on your toes.
Probably, I don't know. Yeah,
I love those girls. But anyway, this song is rad. It's really good. It's more akin to like their usual flavor of like hard rock / metal. Kind of has like an 80s rock feel to it a little bit, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
Okay.
Pretty broad thing to say, but I hear some like, as far as like guitar goes, the bass is definitely higher in the mix on this song too, by the way. Sounds much better on this song. The guitar is great. There's a lot of distortion, which is always good. I hear like a lot of phrasing, and there's palm mutes and stuff, which is very cool. Like I think she's a great guitarist. Yeah, I think this is just like a solid, like fast rocker. Like the vocals are great. I said Misa's like bass is great. Drums are really good. Sound good in the mix too. Yeah, it's a solid song. What do you think?
Okay.
Troy?
Oh yeah, this is a highlight for me. This was one of my favorites on the record. It's up there. I'll give you my notes. The riffs are awesome, really fun. I actually said, this is what I came for. Like now I've listened to a good amount of Band Maid music, not everything yet, of course, but a decent amount at this point where I kind of know what they sound like. And this is some of when I think of Band Maid, like this song is what my brain thinks of this, right? Now there's another song, which also, spoiler, Catharsis is another song which reminds me of it. Like Band Maid has this kind of rock, metal, a little bit of thrashy sometimes, right? Pop choruses and really high energy songs like this. And then they have their ballads, which are really melodic and, have a lot of soul to them. So for me, those are what I expect. So I thought this was a great one. The pre-chorus is really good. The chorus is really good. The bridge, I put exclamation point. I really love the bridge in this song. I mean, there's also a halftime feel that comes in, I think, in the chorus and maybe towards the end too. So that's that. And lyrically, so what I got out of this, so what's funny is when I looked at the lyrics and I did my own interpretation of it. And then I did a little bit of research and I found out that this song is talking about humans and AI maybe coexisting or something like that. Which is cool because probably something that's going to have to happen if in the future.
Yeah,
otherwise one of us is going, and it's probably not AI that's going at this point. So yeah, that's probably here to stay. So, but yeah, and one of the things I got, I mean, and this was before I looked up the research, that it's talking about also probabilities, and I liked the idea of thinking in probabilities actually. And and you can take action based on that. Like your life is defined with one definitive end. And what you do, kind of can impact the future. And I thought, although that's maybe not specifically what the song is talking about, but that's what I got out of my first lyrical analysis. So Reed, what about this song? What do you think about this one?
I like this song. It's probably for me somewhere between 25 to 50% of the songs that I enjoy.
Okay,
it's not something that I go and seek out.
Okay,
often. However, there's a little bit of background on the song. Interesting that you said that about the human AI kind of interaction. This song was actually written it was actually their first anime song, written specifically coordinated with anime. And it was written for Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, which was a anime. specifically about that, about the interaction between AI and humans and how they coexist. So that another one of the other things about this song was that in an interview, Miku actually said that she wrote the lyrics, especially the English lyrics in this song, to be simple, so that English speakers who heard this song that were young that listened to anime
Mm.
would be able to catch on to the lyrics and be able to understand them. So
Mm-hmm.
um, it's it one of those songs for Band Maid that was kind of their initiation into um, the anime world, which lately most of their songs have been written for either opening themes or ending themes for anime songs.
I see.
So now, that being said, the song itself, the composition of the song, I love the composition of the song,
Mm.
especially um, Kanami solo toward about 2/3 of the song.
Mm-hmm.
I love uh, Konami solos in this from this period on.
Mm-hmm.
Her solos are very soulful um, from this period going forward,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like this was the first song that really displayed that for her.
Yeah, I totally agree. I really think her lead playing on the whole record is really a nice combination of melodic playing with technical ability. And
Mhm.
I agree with you. I see her, you know, in the previous record that we did, Just Bring It, which I think is a couple albums before this one, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm. Mhm.
That one, the solos were, there was some technical playing on there, but I heard a lot more like 90s style solos on there where it was like much more simplistic on some of those songs, which I liked. But I remember doing that review and I said, oh, I kind of like the fact that it's kind of a 90s style solo and it's a couple of the songs on that record. But
Mhm.
this one, I think she really, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here because I'm not a long-term Bandmaid fan, but for me, it seems like she's really. I think I agree. I think I'm agreeing with you that she's kind of coming
Oh.
into her own when developing her own
Mhm.
sound as a lead player. So yeah, that was good. All right. Well, the next one is Liberal. I think that's what it's called. When I looked it up on YouTube, let's just go with this. Play a clip from this.
Get out. Let's forget everything 何もかもを捨て去って何残るんだろう Just embodied but only barely 理覚した普遍性前向けならえ染み渡る周波数は重くなって There's no way out But now you can undo that designer 意識と表情
Oh, Kane.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said there. Reed. What did you say?
Said Akane,
Oh,
the
okay.
drums.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I, and and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, and I almost said Misa as well. I mean, this
Okay.
song.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. So am I going first, Mark? I think so, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me, what's funny is you stole my son today, Reed. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
So that's all right. That's fine. The last episode, I probably stole your thunder a lot. So the drums on this song are awesome, right? The what she's doing with the rhythm, there's like a double time, then it's like a half time. She's switching it up, right? As you mentioned, the bass, right? Of course. But I really love the vocal performance in this, especially in the chorus. And then coming out of the chorus, she's holding some long notes there. You know, for me, I didn't have as many notes about this one except to say that I thought this was a really fun song. It's it's kind of rocking a little bit heavy, but also it has that Band Maid. I haven't seen them live, but I can imagine seeing them live. It's you sing along with them. This is a very sing along chorus, fun song. One I really liked a lot. So, Mark, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I really like the driving guitar in this song. It's like chugging. Sounds like it's in drop D or something similar. It's pretty heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, the drums are great too. The bass is really good. Vocals are excellent. I like the little not like whispers, but the little like talking like vocals like interspliced in between. Those are cool too. The chorus is good. Yeah, this is like just a pretty solid song. I think. I don't think it's as good as Glory, but I think it's still like pretty damn solid.
What's funny is I'm curious as to Reed's opinion because for me, I agree with you. Like if I had to pick one or the other, I'd probably pick Glory. But that doesn't mean I don't like this song. This song is it's a very good song. I
exactly.
think that Glory I had written down as like one of my favorites on the record, maybe in my top 5. So, Reed, what do you think about this song?
I think this song really starts to display Miku, Akane, and Misa as the rhythmic foundation of this band.
This song in particular, out of all
this song
ones
in
before?
particular,
Okay,
because
okay.
prior to this, really, Band Maid was driven by some hard rock lead guitar riffs. The Misa's bass was there, Akane's drum was there, but from this point on, I think throughout today, really, this song starts to establish Band Maid as a rhythmically driven band. Misa is a lead bassist. She is not a bassist that just plays the root, and supports the band. She leads the band, in many instances. But even within one song, even in this song, you hear Misa, and that's what you're focused on. And then all of a sudden you switch to, okay, now I'm listening to Akane, I'm listening to the drums. And then, 15 seconds later, I'm listening to Konami playing lead. And then all of a sudden I'm flipping back to listening to the rhythm guitar and all those chugs, like you said. I hear the chugs in this. I mean, that's Miku.
Sure.
And prior to this album, this was 2019. Miku had not played guitar prior to 3 years prior to this at all, ever. Konami taught her how to play guitar.
That I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, Miku started this band as the lead vocalist, and they brought Psyche in as a co-vocalist for their first album or so, or even into the second album. They were basically co-lead vocalist. But Konami started writing songs that were more complex, that had a rhythm and a lead guitar lick, and in some instances Konami had rhythm and 2 lead guitar parts, and somebody had to pick up the slack. And Miku didn't want to bring somebody else in the band, so she said, "Okay, fine, I'll learn how to play guitar." I mean, right. Imagine that. Just saying, somebody said, "Okay, fine," it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but I'll go ahead and start learning how to play guitar. Right. And within 2 years, this is where they got. And you're starting to hear Miku in that rhythm guitar section and focusing on her in certain songs, in this early stages of the band's career, kind of taking over and your ears drawn to her. But this song in particular, in my mind, kind of brings into focus, this band is multifaceted. This band is you've got a bass guitarist who can lead the melody. You have a rhythm guitarist who can lead the melody. You have a vocalist. You have two vocalists. They can lead the melody of this song, and you have the lead guitarist that, like, from this point forward, you probably saw it in Unseen World. Um, there are a lot of places and a lot of songs in Unseen World where you just barely hear Konami's lead guitar in the background. Everything else is front and center. And I think that's what makes Konami such a great songwriter, and it makes the band really great because they have so many instrumentalists who can take the lead at certain points in the song that Konami can write around all that. And she's got a huge amount of versatility in what she's able to, the palette she's able to use to paint every song. She's got a vast palette to be able to draw from.
Makes sense to me. Thanks for that. I didn't know a lot of that what you just said, so thank you. That's pretty cool. The next one, guys, is Endless Story. And there's a video for that. I will play a clip from this though. Whoop, sorry. Okay. I think you're up first on this one. That was a clip from Endless Story. What did you think about this song?
Yeah, another really good track, honestly. It's again, it's like very fun. It has these like really nice melodic like sweeping sections that I really like.
Yes, it does. Yep.
The pre-chorus and the chorus are super, super catchy. I mean, that's no surprise. No surprise with this band. I mean, they know how to write a catchy chorus, man.
Yeah. You'd think they're from Sweden or something.
Yeah, right. Maybe they are. Maybe they're Swede, Japanese. You know.
Yeah.
One thing I have to note is I really like the drums on this track too. The drums are really good.
Yep.
She does a couple she does like a couple syncopated fills that are really nice. Yeah. What else can I really say? Like great vocals. The bass is like really driving. The guitar is really driving too. Big old chords and reverb in there, which is really nice. Like this is another highlight song on the album for me.
I have a teaser because I don't want to make it seem like we say, because we're kind of just saying, oh, every song is good, which for the most part we do agree that each song has been good so far. There is a song on this record that I think is to date my least favorite Band Maid song I've heard. Does that make the episode more interesting? If I say that right?
No, it makes you a piece of crap. Get out of here.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Yeah. Yes.
There is a song on this album that is my second least favorite Band Maid song ever.
Really? All right, don't say it, because I wonder if it's the same one. That'd be funny if it's the same one. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is
But let's get back to Endless Story, because this is a great.
So yes. So Endless Story. So my notes was I hear synth in there, and I think there's some keyboards going on, which I hadn't noticed too much before this song, in other previous Band Maid albums we've done. maybe it was there. I just hadn't noticed so much. The bass, though, first verse, second verse, the bass lines are really good in the verses. The chorus is great. The lyrics are great. I have some notes about the lyrics here too.
So basically, everything's great.
The feel in the chorus where she switches up the feel on the drums, the feel was really nice, and she kind of switches back and forth. And the bridge is very strong too on this one. The bridge stood out for me. In fact, up to when I was taking notes about this, this was my favorite song on the record up to this point. So that's what I had written down. And lyrically, and I don't know, who knows if I'm right or wrong, but what I got out of it was there's endless story could be could be talking about life itself, but like there's a line in here that I think translates to or maybe it's in English, I don't know, because they're all in English on my set, because you know what I mean. You can't relive the moment. Life is beautiful. Like, so maybe it's about like appreciating what you have, and that your life every day is the story, is the endless story. That's what I get out of it. And that's something, if that's what the song is talking about, I don't know. But that resonates with me, like in my life right now. A lot of times I'll think, this is going to sound weird, but sometimes I'll think, is today the best day I'll ever have the rest of my life? It's a weird thing to think about, right? But
yeah,
maybe like at some point in my life, I might look back and say, that 1 year was the best, or that time period, you know what I mean? And so I think what this song might be talking about is appreciating that. I don't know, but that's what I got out of it. What did you think, Reed, this song?
I got a lot to say about this song. Hopefully I'll make it short, but
Okay.
this song is, since they started playing this live, this is like the most often they use this as the closer the most often.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
This song was specifically written by Konami to be played as the closing song when they played Yokohama Arena, which is one of the biggest arenas in Japan. That specifically was her thought. And it is a crowd participation song. The whoa in the song was specifically written by Konami so that the audience would participate in the song.
Okay.
One thing I would suggest for the two of you to do is to react to the live version from from Yokohama Arena, because they finally did play Yokohama Arena in 2023, and they played this song as the closer. They played this song as a closer for a lot of their tour finales. Yeah. And in fact, I've seen them live twice. They played this the first time I heard this song was in Washington, D.C. in 2022, when right after COVID restrictions lifted. It was the middle of their set, but they actually closed with this song when they played in Atlanta, where I'm from, in 2023. It is a highly emotional song for the fan base. It is it's basically an anthem of perseverance, of we're there with you, we're with you, you're with us. You know, one of the overriding themes that Miku established early on was this theme of coming home. And this song even alludes to that you're coming home. Every time that we play in front of you in person, we're coming home to you, you're coming home to us. And every time that you see us live, it's a special experience. And even Psyche has alluded to this in the past, that every live performance that we give, there's something special in it, so that you take that with you, and only you take that back with you. And that is part of what this song is played almost at every live performance, as one of those songs to take back with you, to take home with you and say, I got to experience that with you, with the band, And that's something that nobody else can experience except the people that were there at the night.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely,
Yeah.
Mark. I mean, I'm happy to react to it. It's a great song, so why not, right? Well, I would love to see their vision come to life, right? It'd be better to see it live, but I don't know when they're coming to the U.S. Might be a while. So, yeah.
We're hoping this year.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, yeah, great song. I think. The next one is Mirage, right? Yeah. Okay. Mirage. Play a clip from this one. All right. I think I'm going first, right, Mark? I think so. Yeah, this one, Reed and Bandmaid fans. This one really stood out to me as somewhat of a unique song. Like, it doesn't really sound like the other Bandmaid song. As far like the way the riff and the groove is quite different, which I really liked. The groove, it starts off with this little guitar, right? Little kind of almost like a very syncopated. And what happens is there's Akane is laying this really nice groove down, a syncopated groove, and the bass over top of it. So for me, it's one of the rare songs where, I mean, the chorus is great, but the verse is just as good as the chorus, if not better, to be honest with you. It is very good. And the drumming so far on the record, my note was so far, this is my favorite drum performance actually on this song. And vocally, it was probably one of my favorite vocal performances too. And I think there's synth going on this one too. I took a note about that. So I love how they're starting to layer in synths and kind of funk grooves with some syncopation and really strong vocal performances. For me, this is I really like this song. Yeah, I thought it was really good. Mark, what'd you think about it?
Yeah, another cool song. It's kind of funky. It's got a nice groove to it. Yeah. Almost like a little like bluesy guitar too, which is like they've showed that before though. That's really nothing new. I'm just kind of going through like what I hear through like the track here. Yeah, I thought Akane's drums were really good on this track too, and like again, like very playing some like groovy little like fills and patterns there. That sounds really good.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't need to talk about Misa. Just you just know she's tremendous on every track.
Right. Yeah. She really is. Yeah.
Yeah, Psyche's. I agree with you about like the verses too. Like the verses are just as good as the choruses. Like Psyche's vocals are really good on this track.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, this is another good song. I mean, like the middle of this album is pretty killer.
Yeah.
Even starting from the second track, honestly, the beginning really too. But yeah, I like it. Solid.
Yeah. What do you think, Reed?
Yeah, Misa really shines in this one. I mean,
yeah.
They really brought her up front in this song. It's kind of the theme of this album through maybe like a little bit more than halfway through is pretty it's not very heavy. And if you really look at the lyrical content of this album, and just to put this out there, um,
Mm-hmm.
this is the first album where Miku wrote all the lyrics.
Hmm. Okay.
It is also the first, well, other than a song that we won't mention right now because I think that's going to be a topic for conversation a little bit. But anyway, um,
Right.
it is the only there's only one song on this album that wasn't written. The lyrics weren't written by Miku. There's only one song on this album, that same song that was not composed by BandMaid or produced by BandMaid.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the middle maybe from Mirage all the way through the song that will not be named.
I know which song it is.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, was composed by BandMaid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very interesting that the lyrical content of all these songs, all the way through maybe song 10 has been very contemplative, very um, Miku has been very a lot of the lyrics up until this point and a little further in this album have been very conflicted. Let me put it that way.
Mm.
Up
Okay.
until this point, through World Domination, which was their fifth full album, the lyrics that Mika wrote from album 3, 4, and 5 on, where she really had control of the lyrical content of the albums, has been world domination. That's her mantra. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
dominate the world through our music, and it's been very positive, very very aggressive, very.
Mm.
Um, I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I know everybody's going to follow me. This album, up until this point, um, up until the very end of this album, really her lyrical content has been more contemplative, has been
Mm.
more. I don't know why I haven't achieved what I want to achieve yet.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I know that I know that what I'm striving for is the right thing to do, but
Mm-hmm.
I haven't achieved it yet. Why haven't I gotten there yet?
Right.
And this song really, to me, reinforces maybe a little bit of uncertainty um, in kind of her vision. So I'll
Okay.
leave it at that. I'll leave it at that
Okay.
until later.
Okay. Yeah, that's yeah, I thought it was a very strong song as a summary. Very
Mhm.
good. All right. The next one is At the Drop of a Hat. At the Drop of a Hat. I think it's gonna be you first, Mark. All right. Let's see this
目
one.
に映るその姿は出会った時のままだね明日も明後日もわからないまま You and I Ooh, yeah. My most changes at the drop of a hat もどかしさばかり積も時間は少しずつ進んでいく
All right, I'm gonna play a clip later in the song, but I'll stop it here for now for a clip when I start talking about. But I think you're first, Mark. So that was a clip from At the Drop of the Hat. What did you think about this one?
Okay. It's a ballad. So
We know what you think.
so I mean could go either way on this one, right?
Yeah.
Good
I
luck
think
with the
it's
next three.
yeah. Hey, don't hold your horses there, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Don't,
Believe it. I know
don't
what
jump to
comes next.
conclusions.
I know what comes at the
Okay.
end.
I have no problem with this song. It's not like my favorite song in the album. I can
Okay.
appreciate it for what it is. It's a nice
Okay.
ballad. with really like soaring, nice vocals.
Sure.
I like the drum roll kind of in the track. It's pretty cool. Like the, you know, this this reminds me, Troy. You probably never played this game because it's kind of like a weeby game, but there's a game called Kingdom Hearts that came out when I was pretty young.
Okay.
This song reminds me a lot of the one song from that game. It's like a soaring like Japanese band like choral vocal kind of thing.
Okay.
But I do like that song, and I like this song too. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say it's one of my favorites. It's fine.
Okay.
It's a fine track. It's a fine track. I have no problem with it whatsoever.
All right. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite on the album or anything, but I would say this. Here's the things I liked about it. I did like the song, by the way. Things I liked about it. I really liked the acoustic and the bass line mix. I thought it sounded very nice together in the ballad. And by the way, just to let you know, we just recorded an episode. I think, Mark, you think that album we recorded was like a 10 out of 10. And you didn't like the ballad on that record either. So don't be upset, man. Maybe that's just what we're saying. So yeah. But yeah, for this one, the acoustic and the bass line, really like that. Really like that about it. Of course, in the second verse, the pre-chorus in the second verse, I don't know if it's any different, but I just noted that one. It stuck out to me. But what I found really fascinating about this song is it sounds like in the chorus, they're using electronic drums mixed with acoustic drums. And I thought that was different for sure. For Band Maid. It's a nice production choice, I would say. Maybe a little bit more of a modern pop kind of production thrown in with the classic Band Maid sound. That's what I got out of that. And the bass in the bridge is great. I pointed that out. I think the bridge is strong, but the bass work in the bridge. But also I said at the end, there's actually some, I just want to play that real quick, see if my note here. I said beautiful synth work at the end. Let me see. Oh yeah. I really like that, man. It's different. I really, one of the things I really appreciate about this album is the variety, right? I don't remember hearing anything like that on any of the album or the Band Maid stuff we listen to, and I thought that's pretty cool. So it shows their strength there. Yeah, Mark. Anything else before we hand over to Reed? All right, Reed, what do you think about this one?
I mean, it's not my favorite Band Maid song by far.
Okay.
It is a good song. I mean, it is a good song, and you know, Mark, just to let you know, this song was written by Konami the day after the current emperor ascended to the throne, after the prior one was abdicated.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know that. Let me put it this way. It's not my favorite Band Maid song, but I think it was written for purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether or not it would have been included in an album if they had more material, it probably wouldn't have been. It's definitely in the bottom quarter of the songs that I enjoy about Band Maid. It's a solid song, but it's not my favorite. But I enjoy the song. I think it's pretty simple. And I think it was, from what I understand, it was written pretty quickly for the album.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of people say that Band Maid doesn't have any filler songs. I think of maybe if I had to pick of their 35 songs that they've released, this might be one of the 2 or 3 that I think might be a filler.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I liked it better than you guys did. All right. Fair enough. All right. The next one is Wonderland. All right. Let's go to the album version. The halftime feel to kick it off, so cool.
大事なもんだってすり減って詰まって
Misa.
Misa, look at the bass. And she starts slapping too.
Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass.
分かってる分かってない分かってる分かってない繰り返しすれ違ってまたゼロに戻るそれでもどうにかしたくて歩んだ二人の奇跡をたどって空白的な言葉じゃないとちゃんと証明してほしいの単発的じゃ好みじゃないの触れてみせてよ闇プレビュープレビュープレビューくすぐる思いも悪くない
Yeah, guys. It's probably me first, right? I think. Because for some reason, Mark, you always get the ballads first, and I don't know why that happens that way. But so okay, this song is a
there
killer
are many
song.
ballads left in this one.
Yeah, this song is a killer song, guys. This song has a banger opening with the halftime feel, the bass. Anytime you got Misa slapping, it's gonna be a good song. So far, and again, a theme here. The bridges on this album are very good, very well written, and I'm a sucker for a well written bridge. And the guitar solo was very melodic, like we were talking about earlier, Reed. I thought this one is a good example of that. And then the last chorus, my note about that one is last chorus, hell yeah. So I really must have liked the last chorus. Mark, what'd you think about this song?
Yeah, pretty much agree with you. The bass is just, I mean, again, I'm gonna keep saying it. Every song, it's just right there at the top. It's like all I hear right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we're in a groove where, or for me, well, you guys didn't like Drop of the Hat as much, but aside from that one, apparently the run that we're on, especially starting at Glory, like the higher energy song, Glory, Liberal, Mirage, Wonderland, which is this is Wonderland. So yeah, we're in a nice kind of run right now for the most part, with one, which we had some differences of opinion on. But yeah, what do you think about this one, Reed?
The one thing I will say about this is y'all, you said everything you need to say about Misa. I mean, the bass in this is phenomenal. This song, from what I know about where they were before and where they go forward, to me, this is the song where Psyche really starts to show that she's the lead singer of this band. There's a lot of falsetto in this where she has not done a whole lot of falsetto. There's a lot of versatility vocally with Psyche in this song that you have not seen before in previous songs, especially at this level. Psyche was the last member to join this band. This was a 4-piece band originally. This was supposed to be Miku's band. She was supposed to be the lead singer. But very early on, Miku said the songs that Kanami and Akane and Misa want to play, my voice does not fit. And she said, okay, fine. I started this band, but I'll bring in another vocalist if that's what it takes. I'll learn how to play guitar if that's what it takes. And to me, this song is where Psyche really starts to take over as the lead singer of this band. The first 2 albums, they shared vocals, and there were songs where half the lead vocals was Psyche, half the lead vocal was Miku. There were a lot of songs in those first couple of albums where there's shared vocals. This is also the only album in Band Maid's entire catalog that doesn't have a solely Miku lead vocal song. So the vocal performance of Psyche in this song going forward in my opinion, it is the precursor of where we go forward. Psyche is the lead singer of this band going forward. And Miku is there to support her, not only vocally, but is there to support Kanami as a rhythm guitarist, but as also as a rhythm guitarist is there to support the rhythm section of this band, being Misa and Akane, and she's the glue that holds it together. But Psyche is the one who is going to take this band as the front person. So this song to me is Psyche taking the reins of this band and going forward and saying, "I'm going to take this band forward."
I makes sense. I mean, I actually
Yeah.
had a note. I actually had a note about that. I said, "Love the vocals" was one of my notes, and guitar solo melodic. So I guess I just didn't mention that, but yeah, the vocals
Yep.
is one of the things I noted about this song. So totally agree.
Mhm.
The next one is Azure. I am going to play a clip from that.
自由に予想されて勝手に一喜一憂単純な思考回路で希望は言わないでほどけないその表情悲しい色に染めたくはないや本当は君だけをただ照らしててあげたい一歩前に踏み出すだけどその一歩が難しいんだどんな風にしようかなんてさあなた次第下ばか向いて
All right, so that was a clip from Azure. I think Mark, it's you, sir.
Guess what the first thing I hear when the song comes on is?
Is it bass, Mark?
Yeah,
bass?
it is. It is. So weird, right? Oh
So
my
this-
goodness, she's making herself known on this album, that's for sure.
Mhm.
I like this song. I actually like this song, I think, more than Wonderland, the last song. I don't know. I don't know actually. It's good, man.
Sure.
I like that. I like the chorus a lot. The chorus is really good. The vocal
Yeah.
melody is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds excellent. Yeah, there's a couple things I hear in here. I don't know if there's like I kind of hear synth in this song too. Do you hear synth as well?
I didn't note it, but probably. I think there's a lot of synth on this album, actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a string-based synth, like almost like violin, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't really hear it in the mix as well. Reed might know when we get to him, but
Sure.
yeah, it's another strong song. I mean, this is probably not my favorite on the album, but it's still strong, top of the pack.
What's funny about this song, Mark, is this is one of the ones I had the least amount of notes for, but I know I liked it. I thought it was a really fun song. The bass work is great, and I said the chorus is super melodic. I thought it was a good song. I didn't have any too much like analysis about it per se, but I did like. I thought it was a good one. What did you think, Reed?
It's not one of my favorite Band Maid songs, but I will say that one of the overarching themes of this album was their experimentation.
Yeah.
Akane took the back seat on a lot of things. There are some synth drums in here that aren't her. There is some synth in this that is not any of them. I think they took this album the approach they took on this album was to experiment. We know what we can do in our core with our instruments. We're going to experiment a little bit with what else we can do that may not be quote unquote us. And I think they did a good job integrating just enough of that to change their sound, that evolve their sound to where they were progressing forward. But but still not doing so much that they couldn't play these songs live.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this. I don't think this is true. They don't play with a click with a backing track live, right? So I'm guessing, how do they just leave out the synths live?
They do play with a click.
Oh, okay.
They do
Okay.
play to a click.
Okay.
Okay. They do play with a minimal amount of backing track.
Okay.
Not only instrumental but vocally on certain songs.
Okay. Oh, that's
And
right. There was a bit of a controversy. I remember now.
there.
Yes, about
There is a. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah. I didn't mean to diverge into that. Sorry.
no.
Okay, move on.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, I'll talk about
Okay.
this relatively quickly.
Okay.
Japanese artists do tend to use backing tracks live,
Mhm.
but they do it, in my opinion, most of them do it to service the quality of the song live, as opposed to replace or compensate for anything that might be lacking live that they did in studio.
Okay.
Now, that's not true across the board. I'm not going to
Mhm.
mention any bands in particular, but there are some bands, just like they are here in the West,
Mhm.
in the East, that will use, you know, um, they'll use modifications live so that it sounds more like the studio.
Sure.
But I find that that's less true in the East than it is in the West. In the East, especially with Band Maid and bands like Love Bites, Maximum Hormone, a lot of the bands over in the East, they'll use that minimally, and they kind of understand more the line of where it services the live performance and the quality of of the the overall sound live, as opposed to replacing or compensating for what they can't do live, as opposed to what they can do in the studio.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
All right. The next one is Dilemma. I'm gonna play a clip from that. You know what, guys? Instead of just playing the beginning, I'm gonna play the bridge, just to shake it up, because I haven't known about the bridge. So.
狂ってる意味わかんないな運命思いに Never fight me I want 夢の中だってついて夢の中の手を生きてたその光だけは逃さない I'll be sorry to keep going asking something let me see it let me see it
All right. That's the part I wanted to play. So I thought, guys, I think I'm first, right, Mark? I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, guys, this one is a really fun song. Their personalities come out, especially in that part right there. In this one, the guitar solo is really good. The bass in the bridge is good. She's slapping, you know. For me, it's not like I think this is just a solid track on the album, a good solid track. That's how I would rate this song. You know, it's not my favorite on the track on the album, but it's a very good song and it's a solid one. So that's how I rate it. What about you, Mark?
I thought the song was pretty dope. It's
Yeah.
definitely one of like the faster ones on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. I don't really have a lot of notes on this song. I don't know why.
Okay.
I just like the main riff's really good.
Yeah.
All the instrumentation is tight, and Konami has a cool solo on this song. That's like pretty much the notes that I have. So
Okay, we have similar. We both noted the solo. Yeah. I would.
Surprise.
Yeah, for me, I don't have a ton of notes about this one. The next few I have a lot of notes about. Actually, there's one song which I have like I wrote a novel. I'm not going to read through all that. I don't know why I wrote so much on one of these songs, but spoiler, it's Blooming. But the
Hey, look, we blooming. Let's wait till you get to blooming. I just want to say one thing I want to say about Dilemma is
sure.
Dilemma goes back a little bit to where the Psyche and Miki were sharing vocals, but what you see in this song in Dilemma, for me, is the initiation of where they go forward with how they deal with two vocalists. Prior to this, it was how do we meld the two vocalists together? From this song forward, in my opinion, Band Maid is comfortable with Psyche being a vocalist, Miku being a vocalist, and them having a separate identity. And how, not so much how do we meld those together, but how do we go forward knowing that we have two distinct vocalists, and how do we incorporate their differences going forward in songs in the future?
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. The next one is Bubble. So let's get to that one. Looks like there's a video for it.
Oh, yeah. Because the guitar is so badass. No, Misa.
it's every song, man.
Yeah.
あなたが心に住み着いてる分け合うなめ合いならそう知事本当の意味はどこに無様に揺れて落ちるボール歌方の夢罠にはまるパーフェクトなんてない
All right. Well, is it you? I think it's you, Mark.
It is.
All right.
Okay, Misa's bass. I can hear pretty loudly when the song comes in. Okay, let me get that out of the way.
Okay.
The vocals, like the woes and the ohs in this song, it really makes it sound like kind of like a like anthemic a little bit. Like if somebody was like, oh yeah, they're using this song for like, you know, the Japanese like, you know, Olympics or something, I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I could see that. It has a real like anthem sound to it, you know, like you could like sing along to it and like really just like, you know, be like, yeah, this is great. Like I'd imagine this song's probably awesome live. You can really get into it. Yeah, it's like pretty standard stuff here. Like all of the sonic instruments are great. The vocals are great. A lot of rich harmonies in there. I really like the dynamic like contrast between like the quiet and the powerful like harmonized ones in the chorus. Sounds great, honestly. Yeah, I think the what's her face? Akane's drums are kind of underrated on this album too. They sound really good.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. They sound like they're maybe higher in the mix, or maybe I don't know, maybe she's playing on a new set. Who knows? But this is a good track. This is a highlight for me, I think.
This is a very good track, fun track, as you were mentioning, Mark. Like and I'm guessing, and you know, maybe Reed can chime in here, but I noticed that I don't listen to. I'm going to be quite honest now. I'm just being as honest as I can. I don't typically listen to music that has the chorus styles of using those O's and woes. I just typically don't. But for some reason, I can listen to Band Maid do it. I don't know why. For some reason, I don't know why. But most of the time, if I hear songs like that, I don't listen to it. But for some reason, it just works with Band Maid, and I'm guessing maybe it's because they're not speaking in English a lot. So I'm guessing the reason they do that a lot is because of the fact that maybe it doesn't matter what language you speak, you can sing along, live. That's my guess. But overall, so I guess saying that, it doesn't actually bother me at all, like it would for a lot of bands. So for somehow they have some magical powers where they can rearrange my brain to like it. I don't know. That's all I can tell you. I like it. Because I actually said the chorus is very good. In my note, I had I said super melodic. The chorus is a big hell yeah. The whole song is very melodic, actually. And I literally have great bass. I might as well just not even put that as a note. The drum patterns in the main riff are really cool too. So that's my notes about it. What do you think about this one, Reed?
Well, it's interesting you said anthemic because the song was actually written as a tribute to Freddie Mercury.
Oh wow, that I didn't know. Okay, all right.
And specifically when the movie came out, Bohemian Rhapsody, the video was actually patterned after the trailer for the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. But the song itself was, like I said, a tribute to Freddie Mercury, and I think that's what Konami was able to do in this song and writing the instrumental part of this was that energy that Queen brought. The vocals and the visuals in the video itself specifically were also very tied into the kind of the Queen aesthetic. And if you look at the the thumbnail of the video, it's almost exactly from the poster.
Oh, I see.
That that all that being said, the song itself is I think it's an incredible song. The Mises bass in it is astounding. The drums are great. The guitar solo in it is very typical Konami. A lot of people complain that Konami solos are too short, but they are very melodic and they seem to always fit the song and not be too long. And that's the case here in this song.
You know what I wish, Reed? I wish like once or maybe once an album, there would be a solo that's 3 times as long as a normal one. Just so I can hear
just
it,
wait. Just wait.
Okay.
Just wait.
It has to be every song,
Hey, how about in a couple of songs?
Yeah.
We have 2 solos.
All right. Yeah. All right. That's fixed. All right. Sounds good. So, okay, cool. The next one is Dragon Cries. And while this plays, guys, I have to get the case for the AirPods. So I'll be off camera for 1 second.
No problem.
All right.
Long ago, the world was simple. Our love could grow back together in dark and light. At peace within, no need to fight. That is why to make this grow. That is why
so that was a clip from Dragon Cries. Is it me, Mark? I think. Is that right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Guys, this is my least favorite BandMaid song I've heard to date.
I know why. I know why.
Well,
You want me to tell you why?
they didn't write it?
Yeah, it was written by Tony Visconti. You know who Tony Visconti is?
Yes, he's an old school songwriter and producer, I believe.
Yeah, he produced like 12 David Bowie albums, some of his best, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened with the David Bowie stuff, but I mean, obviously the stuff he did with David Bowie is great. But this song, I don't know what it is, but I've tried. I've listened to it 4 times. It doesn't do a lot for me. Now, there's things I like about it. I think the verse groove is cool. I think, the musicianship is fine. Everything is good about the playing. It's just the melodies and the chorus. I don't know. It doesn't do a lot for me. So it's a song. So
It doesn't feel like a BandMaid song, really.
I agree. Yeah.
It's not a band. It's not.
Yeah,
well,
it's technically not. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
I mean, all the vocals are in English, which is like very strange. It's the only song that I know of.
And it's a little bit of shame because, like, for this to be the song where everything's in English, it's just not a strong. Like, you know what I mean? I wish they would do that for a much stronger song. Maybe they'd have a bigger crossover for like a U.S. audience. I don't know, but. But yeah, what did you think about this song, Mark?
I'm right there with you. I think this is by far the weakest song on the album. Maybe in their entire discography, honestly. I'm sure BandMaid fans agree with me because they didn't write it. So I love Tony Visconti, obviously, because I love David Bowie, and the albums that he did produce are like some of my favorites. So yeah, it's just a shame that it didn't transition well into this because. I don't think Tony Visconti, no offense to the guy, I don't think he has the complacency to write a song for like a Japanese like metal band, He's more of like a slower like singer-songwriter, like bluesy kind of guy, I think. So I don't think it's his fault, and I don't think it's BandMaid's fault. I think it's just kind of like a disharmonic union, if you will.
Okay.
It just didn't work out. They tried. I can't shame them for trying something.
I do. In all seriousness, I think it's cool that they tried, right, to work with a legendary producer, right? That's cool. But I gave my opinion on it. That's about it.
And let me say this: this song
Mark.
is like miles ahead of like millions of other band songs. So.
Well, sure, but sure. I mean, imagine like compare this to like some garbage like Kings of Leon or something.
I thought you liked Kings of Leon.
So it's funny because the reason I'm laughing, Reed, is because Mark and I are very positive on this. Even when we don't like something like this, we don't really like it, but we're trying to be nice as we can about it. But there's a couple bands in the world that I really dislike, and once in a while it slips out. So yeah. So what did you think about this one, Reed?
This is one of 2 BandMaid songs that sucked.
Well, I didn't want to say. Okay.
I could say it. Okay, right. Look. Here's what I'm going to say about this song.
Yeah.
The only thing that saves this song is the bridge. The bridge in this song is absolutely incredible.
Okay.
If you listen to Misa and Akane in the bridge of the song, don't watch the video. Just listen to the song.
Okay.
Audio.
Right.
Misa and Akane in this song, they kill it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the only thing that saves the song.
Okay.
The rest of the song is awful. And the video is even worse. The video is not BandMaid at all. The video of this song, I don't know who produced the video of this song, but the video of this song is dystopian. It is contrary to everything that BandMaid stands for.
Okay.
It is dystopian world, everything. I mean, there's discarded heroin needles in this video.
Wow.
There are actors in this video that have nothing to do with anything. it's that one. It's their mulligan. Honestly,
Okay. All right.
it
Well, everyone
honestly is
deserves a
their
mulligan.
mulligan.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't
Yeah.
blame I don't blame Bandmate or Miko and Psyche were invited to New York, fly over free, and
Mm-hmm.
Tony Visconti put them up in their studio, and they did the and the um the instrumentals were all done by Konami.
Mm-hmm.
The instrumentals aren't that bad in this
Mm-hmm.
song.
Yeah.
The vocals are horrible.
I don't know
The
what's up
lyrics
with it.
were the lyrics were not written by Miku. They were written by some guy I can't even find on the internet. Tom Kenny.
Yeah, Tom Kenny. I don't even know who that is.
Also,
I couldn't even
Reed,
find him. That's the guy who voiced SpongeBob. I don't even know.
what in the? All right. Also, Reed, it's not. Yeah, that's one thing. But they also don't sound good. Like they don't.
No.
The production, the mix on them. I don't know what's up with this song, but the vocals, especially in the chorus, just sound off. Something sounds.
I think
really weird about
they were starstruck.
Mm-hmm.
They said, and this was their first collab ever.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, other than their first couple of 3 albums, they had stock writers writing for them.
Sure.
Okay. And that was in Japan. And those were established songwriters that had been doing stuff for years. This was their first time kind of venturing out to the Western world saying, we'll work with you. And I think they got burned. Honestly.
I can see that.
And it is they only have 4 songs that are fully English. This was the second one of those. And the third one was the one with a warning, and the fourth one was with Mike Eisinger with Incubus, which were pretty good songs. They never went back. They never went back to this kind of collab, and for good reason, I think.
Sure.
But going forward, the rest of this album is, in my opinion, quintessential perfect Band-Maid.
I can see that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of that, the next one is Flying High. Gonna play a clip from that.
Oh God,
dude, come on, man!
I mean, you gotta stop there.
It's like in my brain, dude.
The bass. Hold on, but I'm gonna play the chorus, but I actually want to play the last chorus. Okay, that's actually what I had in my notes. To play the last chorus is what I had here. So let me see.
You can make it look flying high.
It was one of the best bass performances in all.
I think so too.
The vocals are very good.
Shall we?
Always.
No, me too.
There you go. Well, that's what I had in my notes to play that. Yeah, guys, that's a clip from Flying High. Is it you, Mark? I think it's you, maybe.
It is.
All right, go ahead.
Dude, that bass just shot into my like brain right there, man. I swear.
Yeah.
God. Do you think she like goes into the room and she demands that she's at the top of the mix? She's like, you better put me at the top. every
No.
song. No, I know. She's
No,
just that.
she didn't demand it. She knows that everybody knows that it has to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, exactly. It's there every time, without a doubt. Like I can just guarantee it's gonna be there. Um, yeah, this song is very very good. Damn it, I had something I was gonna say, but I had like a brain fart. It's Misa's bass is just
Yeah.
messed up my brain.
Yeah, she does that.
Um, yeah, I like the like the chorus and the vocals are really good in this song. Remember in the other, I don't remember what album it was, but I said the one song reminded me of that like old PS2 game, Tokyo Extreme Racer, how it had like a really
Yes,
bluesy.
that was
Yeah.
on Unseen
Was
World.
it
I'm
on
pretty
World
sure.
Domination? Unseen World? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
This song also reminds me of it because it's very like
Mhm.
bluesy.
Mm.
And it's just it's immediately what I thought of. So obviously I'm gonna gravitate towards that because of like nostalgia. But
Right.
I think this song is really good. Like it's very catchy and it's very powerful too. It's like very, uplifting. Um and it's sweeping and soaring too at the same time. Yeah, I this is probably an album highlight for me. This is one that I like after 3 or 4 listens, like I remember like this is one of the ones that I really remembered after listening. So uh what did you think, Troy?
I'm going to keep it short and sweet on this because I kind of played what I thought about it, the favorite parts of it. But great riff, bass is awesome, nice chorus, nice bridge, vocals until the last chorus is awesome, fun song, great song. That's what I have right now. So yeah, that's my quick review of this one. How about you, Reed? What do you think about this one?
I'm gonna make this short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
This song, Konami said, "What can I do with Dragon Cries? How can I take the production elements of that song
Mm.
and make it a BandMaid song?"
Okay.
And she did it
Okay.
and made it miles ahead and above what Dragon Cries was. I mean, if you listen to this song, Flying High, you hear all the production elements of Dragon Cries, but you hear it as a band-made song.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Konami does. Konami takes what she's given and she makes it miles better than it ever was.
All right. Love that. Love that short and sweet. It's a nice summary there. The next one is Catharsis. Just going to play the album version because I don't want to get spoiled for I would like to do the acoustic version, be a video on its
Oh
own.
God, the acoustic is so good.
Okay.
It's official.
Oh, sorry.
あと何百回だって繰り返し泳いだって行き着くとこは後悔常に真実とは何だって四方八方勘違い放題どこか遠く声が呼んであの人は何してる幼き夢はどこに What? Wonderland I know I feel you time to fly 泳いで泳いで迎えに行くよ伸ばした指先触れた切な Disappear without a trace
I'm just going to play a little bit of the second verse.
欲しいものばか自由に選べないもどかしい日常はいなくなったって回世界少し輝きを失う君の躍動そうに熱いコーヒーに少しくない甘いしがまだまだ足りない苦しくてこんな世界なら全部消えちゃえなんて言えないけどさ You know what I feel you time to fly
Well, that is a long clip from Catharsis. Yeah, so
Not long enough.
I think it's me. Right, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites on the whole album. think it's top 3 on the album, I would say, for me. It's got everything I like. You know, Mark, I'm a sucker for a little bit of the strong melodies with a lot of feeling in a lot of the Band Maid songs. Some of my favorites, like the Nightingale song. I remember that song specifically. There were songs on Just Bring It. It's getting late, so the name just gave me. But yeah, there were some of the songs that people said, oh, they're like not my favorite on Just Bring It. I was like, oh yeah, this song's great, especially in the last half of that album. Like Time was one. There was quite a few of them on there. So yeah, I think for me, this is Band Maid at some of their best in the non-Reincarnation version of Band Maid. So the last song is Reincarnation, right? And that song is like, you know, high tempo, like, right? But if you take that kind of song out and you just give me another kind of Band Maid song, like this is to me like quintessential, very strong, well-written Band Maid song. Everything about it, the verses, the choruses, the cool little weird second verse that kind of switches up, right? The fun thing, like they kind of keep you on your toes. The bridge is very good, but the chorus is one of the best on the album. So that's my review. Mark, what do you think?
Oh yeah, I agree. This is definitely a highlight of the album. This and Spoiler Blooming.
Yeah,
this is just, I don't know what can I even say that you already said. I mean, this is a top 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that word that I used the other day. The bass in the song is propulsive.
You're propulsive, yeah.
Meaning it's propulsing my brain like through and through as I hear it. Yeah, this is just it's a very powerful song, and it's a very emotional song, and it's definitely one of the best on the albums. I like, this is, this and Blooming, I just think are just like the bee's knees, as they say, you know what I mean?
All right. Well, I'm going to guess you like this song, Reed. That's a Band Maid fan. Tell us what you think about this one.
The acoustic is better.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, we
But
can't do it
it's a
all in
great
one
song.
episode.
It's a great song, but I mean,
Yeah.
it amazes me when I hear it. There are a lot of Band Maid songs that I hear like full on, like Catharsis, like this from the album. And then I hear it acoustic. And I'm like, oh my God, how the frick did they make this better, slower,
Right.
and softer? I mean, Puzzle's that way. I mean, I don't know if y'all heard Puzzle yet, but Puzzle
we
acoustic
have.
is
Yeah.
oh my God. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many bandmates, and I think that is a credit to Konami, who writes these songs. The way that she writes these songs is, believe it or not, the last thing that she writes in a song is the rhythm guitar. She writes what she hears in her head. Then she gives it to Misa, and Misa does the bass. And then she gives it to Kane, and she tells Akane, okay, here's where I hear the drums. Generally, what Akane comes back and says, you're fucking crazy, because I can't do that without fucking 5 legs.
Right.
And then they work stuff out, and then they get the lead melody and the bass and the drums figured out, and then she brings in the rhythm. I mean, nobody does that. You usually do the rhythm section first, and then you figure out how we're going to embellish it. She embellishes everything first. But that gives her the latitude to be able to say, okay, I started this thing because Konami writes everything on the piano first. And she writes it very basically. So when she has to strip it back to make it acoustic, most of the time it sounds as good, if not better. So I would just encourage you guys that if you have a chance to look at the Catharsis Christmas acoustic,
Okay.
it's amazing.
Sounds like a nice reaction video.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, cool. Well, we've talked about it. Now, why don't we get to it? The next one is the first Band Maid song that Mark and I ever heard, actually.
Lucky
which
y'all.
was Blooming. And we didn't appreciate it as much as we do now, that I will say. Hence my whole point about reaction videos. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
雲誤解に背いて待ち行く先は地獄か赤い月がそっとさやくやめれないやめたくない I cannot do it 止められない止めたくない I cannot be stopped どこまででも追いかける解けない雪が桜へとひらひらと心に散るなんだときめかな駆け引きに一歩踏み込んで真実が見えるまでまだまだまだまだ足りないうつくような想いがあの頃のまま叫ぶほどいて繋いでほら咲かせてよ Blooming
All right, so that was a clip from Blooming. This is, if you want to see our initial reaction to that and compare it to this video, you can actually see that on our Band Maid playlist. We have a reaction album review playlist, and that was the first one on the playlist. So, Mark, what did you think about this song after hearing it again after all this time since we first heard it?
It's not a bias, honestly. It's just a really fucking good song.
Okay.
It may be the first song I heard from them, but I mean, it's still just as good as it was the first time I heard it. This may very well be my favorite Band Maid song, honestly. I don't know. That might be like
wow.
That might be, yeah. I don't know. That's a pretty tall order, honestly. But
Hey, it is what it is.
it's definitely in the conversation. I'm gonna say it's not for now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say it's definitely in the conversation.
All right.
You guys know I really like that Anemone song. Anemone. I'm probably saying it wrong, but
And all the songs on Unseen World too that you liked.
yeah, man,
there's a
this
lot of
song
good
is
ones.
really really good.
Yeah. Okay. It's your review.
Yeah, I just I don't know. It's fast. I love it. It's like almost like thrashy. It's still super catchy too. It has driving bass, it has driving guitar, the drums are just loud and furious, and the vocals are great too and aggressive, and it's great. It really gets your blood flowing, you know? Really like it. Do you feel the same way, Troy, or what?
I like it way more than when I first heard it. Way more.
Yeah.
And that's not because the song is any different, but that's because when you first hear something, you don't appreciate it typically as you will if on repeat listens, as well as once you understand the artist, right? And that's why, because sometimes when you first hear something that's different, your brain can't contextualize if it's different, right? Like how to really interpret it properly. So for me, doing all these episodes we've done on Band Maid, especially the album reviews in particular, has allowed me to appreciate this song much more than I did the first time. So much so that I wrote a novel, pretty much, of notes about it. But yeah, it's. I'm just gonna skim through it real quick. But it's a great song. I mean, it's definitely a top tier Band Maid song. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's up there.
I kind of jumped the gun there, saying it was my favorite. It's in the conversation though.
Yeah. I said tapping in the second verse. Mark probably loves that. Pre-chorus. Those are my notes. Pre-chorus. Pre-chorus is great. It has a lot of fun riff and has a little bit of like rapping in it almost. I thought it was pretty cool. There was another song we did with this a rapping reaction video we did recently. That was pretty cool.
Influencer.
I like that. She's surprisingly, not surprisingly, but she's just as good at like when she raps, it sounds cool. Strong chorus, melodic, bass work is great. Drums and guitar and the break are good. Nice solo, tapping. Mark would like it again. Love the bridge! Exclamation point! Pop style bridge, very good. Build up is good. Love the outro solo, super melodic playing. Those are some of my notes. About this song. So yeah, very good song. What do you think, Reed?
Oh my God. This is the best Band Maid song ever.
Okay. To you? Are you being sarcastic?
No.
Okay.
I'm not being sarcastic at all.
Okay.
This is the best Band Maid song ever. And I'm
Oh
not,
wow. Okay.
I know I'm not supposed to say this is the best Band Maid song ever.
Okay.
Everything in this song is terrific.
Mm-hmm.
The lead guitar, I mean, there's freaking at least 2 lead guitar solos.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rhythm guitar in this song is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It is, it may be Konami playing it in the studio. I don't care who's playing it in the studio, if it's her, if Miku, if it's Psyche playing it. This is the best rhythm guitar I've heard in a Band Maid song, maybe in a song ever. The drums are nuts in this song. Akane is going crazy. It goes from halftime to full time to double time to halftime. It's nuts. I mean, the only thing that this song is missing is a bass solo, and it doesn't need it.
Right.
It does not need it.
Yeah.
The bass in this song is great. And I haven't even talked about the vocals. The vocals in this song, for a Band Maid song, are phenomenal. Psyche kills it in this song. Just her normal vocals in this song are phenomenal. She goes into a patter, if not a rap. I mean, I don't think it's fully rap, but it's at least a patter. And it's the first time she's really flexed her vocals when it relates to not pitch, but when it relates to rhythm. The rhythm of her vocals in this song it's not anything she's done before. She's done it since, but she never did it before this. It's terrific.
Well, I have a question for you, Reed. Isn't rap literally rhythm and poetry? Isn't that what she's doing? I mean, I'm just messing with you.
I'm going to put it to you this way.
Yes.
From a technical perspective, I actually have been through this with a classical flautist before. This is technically patter. It's not rap.
Okay.
It's not hip hop, but influencer is rap.
Oh, I see.
Y'all have done the influencer. That is rap. This is technically patter, but whatever it is, I don't care. I like it.
Sure.
Not to mention the fact that the backing vocals in this by Miku, the harmony that she provides in this song, especially towards the end in the outro, I mean, it's phenomenal. It's the best, in my opinion, the best Band Maid song there is.
Okay. Sounds like Mark might agree with you. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Come on now.
Cool. Well, we got one more song.
And it's not the last song on the album.
No,
Exactly.
it's not. No, it's not. The last song on the album is called Reincarnation. Let's hear a clip from that. There's music. Okay, there's a music video for this. There's a lot of videos. Okay.
Yeah.
right, that was a clip from Reincarnation. Is it you first or me, Mark?
No,
I'm
it's
lost. You. Okay. This is one of my favorites on the whole album.
Sing it, sister.
It might be my favorite.
It's
it
good.
Might. It's top 3 at least.
Besides the Dragon Cries, I think this album is super backloaded, honestly.
Yes, the Dragon Cries does stand out as something that, it's a mulligan.
Yeah.
We'll give it that. We'll give it a mulligan.
Yeah, but like Bubble, Flying High, Catharsis, Blooming, and Reincarnation are just
right. Yeah, this song, I mean, in my opinion, the best riff on the album. Some of the best drumming on the album, some of the best bass playing on the album. There's a bass solo before the last chorus. Let me see my other notes. Second verse groove is awesome. So the groove changes from the first verse to the second verse. The song is very strong, very good. Top 3 on the album. It could go for me top 1 between, any day it might be different with a couple different songs. So maybe it's top 3. This is a song I would love to see live personally. In fact, I'm going to say something. I'm going to turn it over to you, Mark. This is the last thing I'm going to say on the whole episode about this album. We get a lot of requests, Mark, for bands. And in particular, all girl bands. We get a lot of requests, right? And we appreciate that. We appreciate all of our requests, and we try to get to as many as we can. We don't record too often, so we can't get to all of them in a timely manner, but we understand that. But I'll say this. Out of all the things we hear, a lot of the requests we get with a lot of the bands we listen to, this song just like blows. Like when I hear them, I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't sound like this. So that's my take on it. Not just this song, but this song in particular. I just thought of it. I thought of like the request, and I'm like, okay, these are good songs. They're good songs, and the bands are good, but like something about this song just really, it's great. It's a great song. What do you think, Mark?
I
agree, man.
It ain't Band Maid.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mark. What are you gonna say?
I agree. I think it's one of the best on the album. It's another fast boy.
Yeah.
Galloping riffs, all gas, no brakes, baby. Great way to. They start with a soft ballad to end the album, and then they end with this scorcher, man. Really, really awesome. Like I agree, man. The main riff is just so good. Misa's fucking riff is great too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's so good, honestly. This Blooming and oh man, what am I gonna pick for number 3 here?
Catharsis, the last 3 songs
honestly,
on the record.
Honestly, I think you're right. I think the last 3 songs are the tops. That's why it's backloaded, man. Look at that. Oof.
Yeah, and Glorious.
So
there's a lot of good ones, but
Yeah. And I'm actually gonna say this in hindsight on this album. The first time I listened to this album, I really didn't get into it as much. The other Band Maid albums kind of just clicked right away, even on like the second listen. This one took me about 3 or 4 listens, but when it came in hard. I was like, I texted Troy earlier. I was like, he's like, I don't know. I'm on the fence about this Band Maid album, and then I listened to it again, and I'm like, all right, I get it.
Sometimes the best music is that way, Mark. Sometimes, honestly, like a lot of the stuff we listen to isn't always the easiest to consume right away.
Yeah, I agree.
But once your brain gets it, it's like, oh yeah, then you love it. So
when it comes to music too, I'm kind of a slow learner. It takes a bunch of listens. Like I can't think of anything that I love that I listened to once and was like, yeah, I love that. Like it's just
right.
It takes time, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I would say I'll say this regarding what I said about the request. Take that as a challenge if you're requesting songs. Make it better than this one. How about that?
Good luck.
Right. Let's see. I would love to hear it. Now, just the fact of trying, I'm sure I'm going to hear a lot of good songs in the request. So,
I will say this about this.
Yeah.
What I will say about this album is being a really hardcore Band Maid fan.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, this album to me, just in totality, probably tied for my least favorite
Wow. All right.
with their first album.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the reason is because, my, you know, basically what I like is hard rock.
Mm-hmm.
And their first 4 to 5 albums was a majority hard rock.
Mm-hmm.
This album is a majority of not hard rock. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the first half of this album is it's very soft. But man, do they pack a punch at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ren was actually a challenge to Konami. Konami took it as a challenge because people were saying that they were not heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
And Konami said, "You don't think I can do heavy metal? I can do heavy metal." And she wrote Ren. Um, so uh, I this album is not in my top of all bandmate albums, but
Mm-hmm.
I will say that Blooming is my favorite song of theirs,
Mm-hmm.
bar none. It is a great song. Endless Story is in my top 10 because it is extremely connected to their fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Endless Story is a song that they wrote for the fans to sing along. And again, I'll encourage you again. I encourage you earlier in this to react to the Endless Story live from Yokohama Arena,
Mm-hmm.
and you will feel the emotion of that song between the band and their fan base. And then, from Flying High, Catharsis, Blooming, and Ren
Mm-hmm.
on at the end of this album, it's like they said, look, we're who you thought we were. The previous 10 songs, we're playing around. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do going forward.
Mm-hmm.
But we are who you think we are.
Mm-hmm.
These last 4 songs, we're going to leave you with these, and then let's see what we do going forward. Let's let 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 us show you what we're going to do after this. Unfortunately, after this album came out, COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
They were set to play Yokohama. I'm not Yokohama. They were set to play Budokan
Mm-hmm.
after this album came out, and they actually were prohibited from playing Yokohama because of COVID, and they had to kind of regroup after this album came out. But they came back stronger than ever.
Well, I think this is a nice way to end the episode, guys.
Yeah.
And cross promote our other video, which we just shot, actually. Why not? So I'm going to put this one out first. So, guys, if you're still watching, it's been like 2 hours. If you're still watching a 2-hour episode about a Band Maid album, I know you're a cool person, and we would love to have a cool person like you join our free community Discord. It's all free. The link for that will be in the pinned comment. You come in there, you talk about any music you want, share music, you request stuff from us, and see if you can make it better than Reincarnation and Blooming, all right? So that's one thing. Second thing is we have another episode coming out that you hardcore bandmate fan, BandMaidFanATL, he is on that episode. And that is about one of Mark and I's favorite prog metal albums called Scenes from Memory by Dream Theater. And the reason I just thought of that is because I figured I might as well plug it. I think that's going to come out on Saturday, September 6th. Probably around 1 p.m. we might go live for that one. That's what I'm thinking. So stay tuned for that. And speaking of Budokan, Reed. So as far as prog metal goes, there's a concert live at Budokan from 2004 by Dream Theater. There's a Blu-ray for it and a vinyl and everything. It's one of the best prog metal concerts I think ever recorded. Like, it's insane. It's like them at the total top of their game musicianship wise. Yeah, it's crazy. So your Budokan reminded me of that. So yeah, live at Budokan. So check out that. So if you want to see what a Bandmate fan never heard Dream Theater before, what he thinks of an album, we do it the same style as we did this, but he's going first every song. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, thank you. I wanted to thank you, Reed. Thanks, Mark, for doing this. It was a fun episode. There's only so many BandMaid albums, so eventually we're going to run out of them. But until then, we'll keep going on those. And and I know the BandMaid fans don't like to rank things, but we do. So we probably might have a fun episode to see which albums we like the most at the end. And yeah,
Hey, new EP coming out October 22nd.
All right, it sounds like some content there and something I would like to listen to. So, yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like this episode, please give us a like. That would really help out. And leave a comment on this video as well. Let us know what you think of this album, any of the songs, think of the episode, whatever. And last but not least, only about 5% of our viewers are subscribed. So it would really help out the channel if you subscribe. And maybe there's other content that you might like on the channel. So would appreciate that. Well, until next time, gentlemen. See you later.
Until next time, Maniacs.
Maniacs, yeah. See you later.